Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s? We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, we are here today with episode number 15 of the South Alabama Jaguars Online Dynasty right here on NCAA 14. Today, it's a Season 1 recap. As you can see, it was a successful first season of this dynasty. We went 12-2. Our only two losses came in user games, twice against Texas State. And we capped it off. You can see just sort of how we did. We beat Duke in our only Power 5 competition this year. But yeah, we lost at home to Texas State by 11 or something like that. Yeah, 11. And then we played a close game against Arkansas State, and then we won our last three regular season games pretty handily. Lost to Texas State in blowout fashion in the conference title game, and then won the New Orleans Bowl in an instant classic. As we take a look at the top 25 polls, and Alabama is your national champion. They beat Louisville 27-24. Texas State, that is a team that is coached by my friend Kalen. He went 14-0, just completely dominated. He beat Oregon in his bowl game. I think it was the Fiesta Bowl, but I don't remember for sure. We'll probably find that out when we go through the bowl games later. You can see we finished at number 9. And Kent State got in there at number 16. UMass got in at number 24. So, 3 Sun Belt teams in the top 25 is not too shabby. You can take a look there at the others receiving votes. As we go, we will check the Heisman winner now. And it is Texas State quarterback Damian Williams. He ran all over our defense, passed all over our defense. He carved us up. And so it's not really surprising that Kalen gets the Heisman with Damian Williams. A very solid season for him. We take a look at the All-NCAA now. First team All-NCAA, you got Andrew Rinkemeyer, the star junior tight end. You got Tyree Turner, a redshirt sophomore defensive tackle. So we have 2 first-team All-Americans. That's pretty good. And Elijah King, going to get in there at the first-team All-NCAA for returner. And we don't have any second-team All-NCAAs, nor do we have any freshman All-NCAAs either. So our only 2 All-NCAA, our All-Americans are Rinkemeyer and Tyree Turner. You get to first-team Sun Belt, though. You got Xavier Johnson, you got Rinkemeyer, you got junior left tackle Noah Fisher. Those are first team. A bunch of key position players at Texas State getting first-team All-Sun Belt. Turner's first team All-Conference, and pretty much the entire defensive side of the ball is first team All-Sun Belt is Texas State players. You can see second team, we got Harrison Loudon, the right guard, got in there at second team All-Conference. Darian Mills, the junior corner, was a second team All-Conference selection, as was senior free safety Jeremy Reeves and junior strong safety Nigel Lawrence, and our kicker Patterson was also second team All-Conference. So, not too bad. We're going to take a look at the award winners. Lamar Jackson takes home the Maxwell and the Walter Camp. Duke Dawson Jr. from Florida takes home, I think that was a Thorpe. Jackson takes home the O'Brien, and you can just see, we're just kind of getting through this. Ridley takes home the Blitnikoff. Andrew Rinkemeyer takes home the John Mackey. So we get the Mackey Award winner, Rinkemeyer. He will return for his senior season next year. I'm fairly certain. I don't see any players declaring early. This team's got a long way to go before we get people ready to declare. But you can just see running through the rest of the awards right here. Florida's punter takes home the Guy Award, Townsend. Elijah King will take home best returner for Texas State. And so yeah, that's that for the award winners. And now we move on to the bowl results. And I'm going to go through all these slowly. I'm only going to focus mostly on conference bowl games. You can see UMass beats Fresno State 37-31 in the Poinsettia Bowl. We beat Louisiana Tech 34-31 in the New Orleans Bowl. Miami skunked Ohio 31-0, so there's that. Nebraska got walloped 35-0 by Kansas State in the Meineke Car Care Bowl. Looking for other Sun Belt teams, and we're not really finding any. It might just be the three of us. As Texas, it was the Sugar Bowl, so I was way off. I said Rose, Fiesta. I think I said all of them except the Sugar Bowl, and that was a BCS bowl game. Texas State defeated Oregon in. Oh, we did get in a fourth bowl team, Arkansas State. They lost to Kent State 33-14 in the GoDaddy.com Bowl. So the Sun Belt goes 3-1 in bowl season, not too shabby. And now we move on to season stats. Evan Orth, a junior quarterback, finished with a 146.7 QB rating, 2,340 yards, 24 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. But he did not have any interceptions from, I think his first game of the streak with no interceptions was the first user game. So from about week 9 on, he did not have any interceptions. Completed 66% of his passes, and we will look to him to continue that strong finish into his senior season. Xavier Johnson, 281 carries, 1,656 yards, 10 touchdowns. So Xavier Johnson had a really nice career. He only had one fumble, nearly had a devastating second in the New Orleans Bowl, but it was overturned on a challenge. And so he leaves. He's going to be sorely missed in this run game. Evan Orth had in 84 yards, 8 touchdowns, 322 yards of his own. Trey Minner, the redshirt sophomore, who will move into the starting role next season, I do believe. He got hurt in the season finale. He had a fumble, 289 yards and 3 touchdowns on 61 carries. Denzel Foster had 17 carries, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. But I believe he's also a senior, so he will also be leaving us, I think. Got Masiah Francis, the tight end playing at fullback, had 10 carries, 21 yards, 2 scores. Rinkemeyer had 90 catches. The next most, that's double the second most receptions. He had 1,244 yards and 15 touchdowns. And Rinkemeyer was just such a large part of the passing game, especially over the first, I would say, 2/3 of the season. Sam Harris had 45 catches, 481 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So our top 2 receivers from this year will be back for their senior seasons. Or at least I anticipate them being back. I mean, I guess they could try and declare, but I don't see it happening. Harris had 6 drops, Rinkemeyer had 5. Xavier Johnson, 27 catches, 278 yards and a score. Samori Collier, the senior, had 13 catches for 126 yards. He didn't get the ball much, but when he did, he came in pretty clutch. He had a lot of key catches. So did Sam Harris, too, really. I mean, especially in the first half of the season when we needed a key play, it seemed like Harris or Collier would come up with the first down catch when needed. Obviously, you had Rinkemeyer, you had McCray had 8 for 45, Francis had 8 for 65, Minner had 8 for 59, Foster had 3 for 12 and 2 scores, and Kawan Baker, the redshirt freshman, 1 catch all season, but it was the game winner with a second left in the New Orleans Bowl. So his 1 catch goes for a touchdown. He had no drops. He also caught the 2-point conversion, but that doesn't count in the stats, I guess. Offensive line, not much to write home about. Had some with pancakes, but still quite a few blocks given up. I mean, nothing spectacular there. Lawrence and Reeves both had 52 tackles. Songy had 45. Thompson had 35. Cole had 34. Mills had 32. Flott 29. Robinson 28. Woods 24. Turner 23. Moss 22. And Jimmy Gibson III had 21. And after that, we started getting into some of the offensive players. Tackles for loss, Turner and Robinson both had 13. Gibson III had 10. Songy had 9. Cole and Mills had 7. Reeves and Moss had 4. Middleton and Flott had 3. Lawrence and Thompson had 2. Watley, McWilliams, and Alford each had 1. Turner had 10 sacks. Gibson III had 6. Songy had 4. Robinson and Mills both had 3. Moss had 2. Watley, Alford, Middleton, and Cole each had 1. Interceptions, Flott led the way with 4. Mills had 3. Lawrence, Thompson, and Moss both had 2. Well, all 3 of them had 2. Reeves, Robinson, and Songy each had 1. And next we move on to the deflections, which are basically dropped interceptions. Flott had 8. Reeves and Mills had 6. Lawrence had 3. Thompson had 3. Robinson and Moss each had 1. So lots of dropped interceptions as we look to clean that up. We had 1 forced fumble, didn't recover it, no safeties, and Bobby Flott had a defensive touchdown. So that's not too bad. I mean, you'd like to see more interceptions next year. Gavin Patterson, the junior kicker, he went 16-19, 84% on his field goals, a long of 43. He was perfect inside of 30. He was perfect inside of 40, actually. And he was 3 of 6 from 40 to 49 and did not attempt to kick 50 yards or longer. And as we look at kick returns, Xavier Johnson, 34 returns, 801 yards. Harris had 13 for 400 yards and a touchdown. That came against Old Dominion, remember. And Harris also had 33 punt returns for 357 yards. And so that will do it for the season recap, I do believe. Next we'll just get right on into the off season, but that'll do it for the season 1 recap. We're gonna put in a coach upgrade here, put it on Instacommit, and we'll go ahead and move on to the off season. That'll be the next video. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody.